Hello and welcome back to the new lesson. In this lesson, we will talk about how to optimize our LinkedIn profile, how to create business page, and a few other tricks and tips. Okay, so let's get started. So building and optimizing the profile on LinkedIn is extremely important, just like any other social media profile. Because when someone comes to your LinkedIn profile or any other profile for that matter, they first try to understand what kind of content you share, what kind of business that you do, where you're located, what are your vision and mission, and all about you, if they're interested in your services, of course. So just like that, LinkedIn profile is also very important because people like to explore more about you before they even make a contact. Okay, so optimizing the profile on a regular basis. It is not just a one-time deal that you make it and forget it. You have to keep updating your profile with time. That also helps you rethink about your strategy on LinkedIn. Okay, so in this lesson, we will talk about how to build and optimize your profile and what are the other things that you can do that sets your profile apart from others. Okay, so let's get started. So first thing is your name. Your first name can only have 20 characters and your last name can have 40 characters. Additional name can also have 50 characters, but the shorter you make is the best, because on mobile phone you do not get all the characters. So it's best to have your name limited. If you have a big name, try to make it smaller by just using the initial in your middle name or something like that. And then you have your profile photo. Profile photos. So next is the profile photo. Profiles with photo get 15% more responses, because when somebody comes to your profile, the first thing that they see is your photo. They want to see your face first. And if you have a clear photo, it immediately builds trust. Okay, so a headshot is ideal. I mean, headshot just like here, and you need to have some space on top, and just this area and in this area. I mean, you cannot have a very photo taken from very far, or photo taken from just like this. This is also not looking good. So a decent size where you have some head space, some side space, but a clear background. Okay, so a white background or a bright background depends on what kind of clothes you're wearing, but most of the time a bright background works perfectly, like yellow, blue, red, green, anything in dark color in background. It actually detaches you from the background and highlights your personality in a professional attire, of course, because LinkedIn is a professional platform, so your clothes should be professional. And just a subtle smile works perfectly. It should not be very serious, it should not be very jolly, but a very decent and a subtle smile works wonders. Okay, so that is about your profile photo. Then the next thing people notice is your background photo. So make it very simple yet very catchy. You can have your photo on it. You can also highlight your services. You can highlight your company name. So any message that you want to give after you should be there. So first thing, like I said, first thing people notice is your face. The second thing they notice is the background image. So background image is your message that you want to give to anybody who comes to your profile for the first time. So keep that in mind. So it should make sense to your ideal buyer. Like I said, we first created our buyer persona. So when you're creating the profile photo or the background photo, you need to have your buyer persona in mind. What they are thinking when they're coming to your page, what they are looking for when they're coming to your page. So are you the right person they're looking for? So your background photo should have a small message, a subtle message that stops the person and encourages him to scroll down to your profile and look for other things. Then the URL, the company profile, public profile. So here's my profile. On the right hand side, you will see public profile and URL. You just have to click on the pencil icon again, and here you can put your name, your company name, anything unique that you want to create your URL. Like we did, if you remember, we did it in Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. The moment you create your profile, you have to have a unique URL. The same thing goes for LinkedIn also. The moment you create your profile, you have to have your unique URL. Okay. Then headline, the positioning statement. This is what I'm talking about. That is your headline, your positioning statement, your tagline, you can call it. So this is the third thing. Statistically, this is the third thing people notice when they are checking out your profile. So what you need to keep in mind, you need to keep your ideal persona in mind. You need to use keywords, what problem you're solving, mention recent achievements, whom do you help, benefit or a solution that you provide. Mention something authoritative or something you think your buyers and connections will appreciate. And keep changing it as and when required, because this is not something permanent. Sometimes you get an award, sometimes you get a recognition, sometimes you do something amazing for a client. So you need to keep changing it. So LinkedIn character limit for headline is 220 characters, not words. So, and for desktop, that is for desktop. And for mobile, it's 240 characters. So you keep your headline in 220 characters. You do not want to risk losing out a few words there. So your focus should be 220 characters, everything combined. Okay. About section, that is the next thing people notice when they have gone through your profile, background, headline. Now they want to know more about you, so they go to your about section. So about section, do not make it like a sales pitch of your company, like we do this, we do that, we have this much experience and all that. Do not make it like a resume also. Do not try to sell yourself there. That is the mistake everybody makes. So do not make it like a sales pitch. Do not make it like a resume. Do not put your vision, mission, history, achievements there. I'm sure you have seen a lot of people doing that, and that is what most people like to do there, because they think it's about your achievement, about your life, about your resume, about everything. So make your about section for your ideal buyer persona, your ideal leads. They should feel connected to your summary. They should feel that you are the guy they've been looking for. And of course, make it short and crisp and include contact details or a CTA, call to action. Like you want to fix up a meeting, you want to book an appointment, online appointment, you want them to call you, WhatsApp you, go to other profile and so on. And this is where what we have to enter in our about section. Let me take you there. That is what we call the golden circle. What, how, and why. Most companies start their marketing from what? Like what you do, what have you done, your experience, your qualification, your education, just like your resume. Like that's what I said, you do not put that in your about section. So most companies believe that people want to know what you do. No. Then a lot of companies believe that they want to tell people how they are different, how they do things, and people want to know how you do it. That is again incorrect. People want to know why you do it. And that is the most difficult question. If I ask you, why are you into real estate? Well, the only answer we have in our mind that we are here for money. We are here to earn revenue, earn money, be rich. But that is not the objective that you give to your client. If the client is asking you, why are you in this industry? You do not say, I want to earn money. You have to have a reason to do this business, to be in this industry. The biggest circle represents what you are doing, and you all know what you're doing. You are selling product or a service, okay? Then how you're doing it, most of you know how you're doing it. You may have a unique approach, a unique style, or a unique proposition, but why? Why are you doing it? So your marketing, your approach should start from why, and then it goes to how, and then it goes to what. So this is how most Fortune 500, Fortune 50, all the big giants in the world start marketing. The first layer is why. I mean, why they're doing this, why they are into the business. So they have the objective, they have a motive, they have a mission. Okay. Then how they're doing it, then everybody have their own policies and style of services, products, and so on. What you're doing, it's very simple. You know what business you're into. So our marketing will start from why and then goes to how and what. So I will share a few examples after this lesson in the course material. I will share how you can create your ideal buyer persona. I will share how you can create your ideal customer persona, and also a few examples how you can create the golden circle for your services. Again, you can use ChatGPT, then it will become very easy. You just have to create the why, how, and what statement for me. I'm into this, I do this and that. So give them the content, something to think about, and then ask ChatGPT or other AI tools to create the why, how, and what statement. It will do wonders. I'll still share a few examples. Okay, so we're moving on to the next slide. The next section in our profile is the experience. So when we are sharing our experience, you need to be honest, you need to be clear, you have to make it short. Again, use keywords, how your customers will search for you. So that is important, because here you put the keywords. So when they are looking for any for example, villa project or any specific area, and if you have experience in that area or in that kind of category in real estate, that connects you with your prospect. So, okay, and also mention how you help companies, like your ICP, the company profile. So, for example, if you have already helped someone in Microsoft, and you can mention that that was a great experience assisting any person or top management from Microsoft. And if somebody else is coming from Microsoft, they can immediately connect with you, and then you have a good connection. Okay. So moving on to the next slide, and next section can be your skills. Add your technical skills. People like who have other people who have some technical knowledge. So if you have some technical knowledge, like any certification, Microsoft or other Office tools, any kind of technical experience, if you have certificate, do mention it. And if you don't have that experience, just go through a simple test on LinkedIn. If you have the knowledge, just go through these small tests on LinkedIn, and you will have a certification and also credentials to show on LinkedIn. Okay. So moving on to the next slide, you have to have your education section filled. Okay. It is super important on LinkedIn. You need to add your educational background. You need to start from primary school up to the highest education you have taken. This is very, very important on LinkedIn, because LinkedIn will recommend you and recommend others about your school, about your college, about your primary school, about your educational background. See, LinkedIn appreciates you getting connected to your schoolmates, to your college mates. So having the right information about your educational background will help you with beautiful recommendation. You do not know if your classmate from a primary school is an MD somewhere. You do not know if your mate in a middle school or a high school is an IAS officer now. So you have no idea. You're not in touch with these classmates. But if they have also filled the same details, same school, same class, and you did the same, LinkedIn will connect you together. And then you have a connection. So moving on, again, there's a section on your profile for recommendation. Let me show you. Experience, education, projects, skills, recommendation. So this recommendation section is there to prove that you have testimonials from other LinkedIn accounts, LinkedIn users. So LinkedIn, you need to ask for the recommendation. What you need to do, you just need to click on the plus icon and ask for recommendation or give recommendation. Asking for recommendation, you will have to put the email ID or the profile name, and then ask for the recommendation. This request goes to other person. They have taken the services from you. They will fill out and give you the recommendation. It will show here. It builds your authority. It's build your credibility on your LinkedIn profile if you have multiple recommendation. Okay, it's a proof that you have served people and they have got good experience. Okay, and it's all verified only from LinkedIn users. It is not random review, so it has credibility. Okay, so moving on. Projects, what kind of projects you have done. For a real estate consultant, it is very important that you put your projects there. All the projects, I know it will take time, but add a lot of projects that you have done in the past, that you are doing currently, because this will also help you get leads from the people who are looking for these kind of projects. Okay, so add project, very important. So how you build your reputation and authority on LinkedIn? By sharing more content. Sharing quality content is important, and consistency is another factor that helps you build your reputation and authority. If you are in real estate, so sharing knowledge about the recent developments from government policies, about the future plans for a particular area, sharing a master plan, sharing any news updates about anything. For example, if you're working in a Noida market, there is a long dispute about registries there. So if you come across any news or update about registry, post it. You are in Pune. There's a new luxury project coming in Pune in Hinjawadi. So you post it there. So anything you come across that there's a new highway coming up, there's an expressway coming up, there's a metro coming up. So anything or everything that helps others get some information through you will help you build your reputation and authority. That should be the objective. Like I said, on LinkedIn, selling is helping. The more you help others gain knowledge through you, the more credible you become. And once you become credible, you have the authority. People want to get in touch with you. Or when you even reach out to them for outbound marketing and they go through your profile, they get impressed, they accept your connection request and they want to talk to you. Okay, so that is all about the LinkedIn lesson here. I'll see you in the next lesson.